Shadows twist where whispers grow. The edge of light begins to flow. A world unseen through fractured glass, where futures meet the echoes past. Step closer now, the veil is thin. A riddle starts where dreams begin. The experimental medium calls your name. Nothing here will be the same.
Welcome to another enlightening episode of Experimental Medium, where today we delve into the intriguing world of Babylonian spirit communication and mediumship. Imagine a world where the veil between the earthly and the divine is thin, where every dream is a potential message from the gods, and where rituals dictate the harmony between humans and the spiritual realms. In ancient Babylon, this was not just a belief, but a way of life that shaped their entire cultural and religious landscape. As we embark on this journey through time, we'll explore the significance of these ancient spiritual practices, unveiling how they continue to influence modern beliefs and practices. The Babylonians, with their profound connection to the spiritual universe, developed a rich tapestry of beliefs and rituals that allowed them to communicate with the unseen. Their cosmology was a multi-layered universe, steeped in the divine influence of gods and spirits. This intricate system not only served to explain the mysteries of life and death, but also offered a framework for understanding one's place in the world. Throughout this episode, we'll uncover how these practices were not merely superstitions, but deeply ingrained aspects of their societal structure that provided guidance, protection, and insight from the spiritual dimensions. By the end of today's episode, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for how the Babylonians seamlessly integrated spiritual communication into their daily lives, influencing everything from political decisions to personal well-being. We'll take a closer look at how priests acted as vital mediators in this spiritual dialogue, utilizing dreams, necromancy, and other techniques to maintain cosmic order. This exploration will not only broaden your understanding of ancient cultures, but also highlight the enduring legacy these practices have left on subsequent generations. Did you know that Babylonian astrology and dream interpretation laid the groundwork for similar traditions in Greek and Roman society, continuing to impact our world today? Stay tuned as we unravel the mysteries of Babylonian spirituality, revealing its profound impact on the past and its echoes in the present. The ancient Babylonians possessed a profound understanding of the universe, which they perceived as a multi-layered cosmos. This intricate cosmological model included several realms, each with its unique characteristics and significance. At the heart of this worldview was the earthly realm, known as Ki, where human life unfolded under the constant influence of divine forces. The Babylonians believed that their daily lives were deeply intertwined with the will of the gods, and earthly actions were often seen as reflections of divine intentions. Above the earthly realm, the heavens, or Anu's realm, stretched across the sky, serving as the domain of gods and celestial powers. This realm was intricately linked to the stars and planets, which were considered manifestations of divine entities. The movements and alignments of these celestial bodies were diligently observed and recorded, as they were believed to convey messages from the gods, offering guidance and insights into earthly affairs. Below the earthly realm lay the underworld, known as Irkalla, a shadowy domain ruled by Ereshkigal. Here, the spirits of the dead resided in a state of existence distinct from that of the living. The Babylonians viewed the underworld as a place of both reverence and fear, where the dead continued to exert an influence on the living. Rituals and offerings were made to honor these spirits and ensure their peaceful rest, as it was believed that neglecting them could lead to misfortune or unrest in the earthly world. Beyond these realms, the Babylonians conceptualized the watery abyss, known as Apsu and Tiamat. This primordial chaos was seen as the source of all creation, a vast and mysterious expanse from which the cosmos itself had emerged. It symbolized both the potential for creation and the threat of destruction, embodying the dual nature of the universe. This multi-layered cosmology was not merely a theoretical construct. It was a deeply ingrained belief system that shaped the Babylonians' understanding of their place in the universe and the interconnectedness of all things. The complex structure of the Babylonian cosmos necessitated the development of spiritual mediation and communication practices. This intricate web of realms and divine influences underscored the Babylonians' belief in the necessity of maintaining harmony between the earthly and spiritual dimensions. Priests, known as Ashipu and Baru, played a crucial role in this process, acting as intermediaries between humans and the divine. They were responsible for interpreting omens, performing rituals, and communicating with the gods and spirits to ensure the well-being of the community. The need for spiritual mediation was further emphasized by the Babylonians' belief in the importance of dreams as a channel for divine messages. Dreams were seen as a bridge between the earthly and spiritual realms, offering insights into the will of the gods and the fate of individuals and nations. The practice of dream incubation, where individuals sought divine visions during sleep, was a testament to the Babylonians' commitment to understanding and aligning with cosmic order. Moreover, the Babylonians engaged in necromancy and ancestor communication, recognizing the continued influence of the dead on the living. Ancestral spirits were believed to possess the power to bless or curse, and rituals such as the kispu were performed to honor them and seek their guidance. This practice of honoring ancestors reinforced the idea that maintaining a harmonious relationship with all realms of existence was essential for the prosperity and stability of society. In essence, the Babylonian cosmology and the practices it inspired were deeply intertwined with the culture's emphasis on order, balance, and the interconnectedness of all things. This worldview not only shaped their religious practices, but also influenced their approach to governance, social structure, and daily life, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to captivate modern scholars and enthusiasts of ancient civilizations. In the ancient Babylonian civilization, the roles of Ashipu, or exorcists, and Baru, or diviners, were central to the intricate tapestry of religious and spiritual life. These ritual specialists were pivotal in mediating between humans and the supernatural realm, ensuring a harmonious relationship with the gods and spirits that were believed to influence every aspect of life. The Ashipu were experts in magical rituals and incantations, possessing the knowledge and skills necessary to communicate with spirits and expel evil forces. Their role was not merely about dealing with malevolent entities, but also about safeguarding the community from spiritual harm. They would perform elaborate ceremonies, utilizing sacred words and ritual objects to cleanse individuals and spaces of negative energies. The Ashipu's expertise was deeply respected, as they were seen as guardians who maintained the spiritual integrity of society. On the other hand, the Baru were diviners who specialized in interpreting omens, dreams, and celestial signs as messages from the gods. Their work involved a profound understanding of the cosmos and the divine will, guiding political and military decisions through their insights into the future. By examining natural phenomena and celestial movements, the Baru provided essential counsel to kings and leaders, helping them navigate the complexities of governance with divine wisdom. Their ability to decipher the hidden meanings behind everyday occurrences underscored the Babylonians' belief in a universe where every event was interconnected with the divine plan. The importance of ritual specialists like the Ashipu and Baru cannot be overstated in Babylonian society. They were more than mere practitioners of mystical arts. They were custodians of a tradition that sought to maintain balance and harmony within the community. Their roles were deeply intertwined with the Babylonian worldview, which emphasized the need for a cohesive relationship between the earthly and spiritual realms. The priests served as intermediaries, bridging the gap between humans and the divine, ensuring that the will of the gods was understood and respected. This understanding was crucial for maintaining societal order and personal well-being, as it was believed that the gods' favor was essential for prosperity and protection. Ritual specialists were, therefore, central figures in the community, revered for their wisdom and ability to communicate with the unseen forces that governed life. Their work was not just about performing rituals, but also about fostering a sense of unity and purpose within the community. By interpreting the divine will and mediating with spirits, they played a crucial role in guiding individuals and society toward a path of spiritual fulfillment and harmony. The legacy of these ritual specialists endures as a testament to the importance of spiritual mediation in maintaining the delicate balance between the human and divine worlds. Through their practices, the Babylonians were able to navigate the complexities of existence, drawing on the guidance of the gods to find meaning and direction in their lives. In the ancient Babylonian culture, dreams held a profound significance, serving as a primary channel for divine communication. The Babylonians believed that the realm of dreams was a bridge between the earthly plane and the spiritual dimensions, a place where the gods could convey their will and guidance to mortals. This belief was deeply ingrained in their cosmology and religious practices, highlighting the importance of interpreting dreams to understand the divine messages they contained. The Babylonians viewed dreams as more than mere figments of imagination or subconscious musings. They were seen as sacred interactions with the divine, offering insights and omens that could influence personal lives, political decisions, and social order. Dreams were meticulously recorded and interpreted by priests and specialists who had honed the art of divination. These interpretations were not taken lightly, as they could determine the course of actions taken by individuals and leaders alike. Dream omens were documented in extensive collections, forming a crucial part of Babylonian literature and religious texts. Kings, in particular, relied heavily on these dream interpretations to guide their rule, often seeking divine approval or warnings before embarking on significant endeavors, such as military campaigns or policy changes. In this way, dreams were a critical aspect of maintaining harmony with the gods and ensuring the prosperity and stability of the kingdom. The practice of dream incubation was another fascinating aspect of Babylonian culture, reflecting the importance placed on dreams as a means of divine communication. Temples dedicated to various gods served as centers for this practice, where individuals could seek direct visions and guidance from the deities. Dream incubation involved elaborate rituals and preparations designed to foster an environment conducive to receiving divine messages during sleep. Petitioners would undergo purification rites, offerings, and prayers before spending the night in the sacred space of a temple. The process was both spiritual and physical, as the environment was carefully curated to enhance the likelihood of a meaningful dream encounter. The temple priests, acting as intermediaries, would often assist in the interpretation of these dreams, ensuring that the divine messages were accurately understood and conveyed. This practice was not limited to individuals seeking personal guidance. It was also employed by leaders and communities seeking collective wisdom or solutions to pressing issues. Dream incubation provided a structured approach to accessing divine insight, reinforcing the interconnectedness of the human and spiritual realms in Babylonian belief systems. Through this practice, Babylonians maintained an ongoing dialogue with their gods, seeking to align their actions with the divine will and secure blessings for themselves and their communities. The reverence for dreams and their interpretation highlights the sophisticated spiritual framework of the Babylonians, where the unseen played a vital role in shaping the visible world. In the world of ancient Babylonian practices, the bond between the living and the dead was both revered and complex, a connection deeply rooted in the cultural and spiritual fabric of the society. Central to this relationship were the Kispu rituals, ceremonies that underscored the significance of honoring ancestral spirits. These rituals were not merely acts of commemoration, but were integral to maintaining harmony and balance between the physical world and the spiritual realm. The Babylonians believed that the spirits of their ancestors, known as Itemu, remained influential in their lives, capable of bestowing blessings or causing harm, depending on how they were remembered and treated by their descendants. Kispu rituals typically involved offerings of food and drink to the spirits of the deceased, often conducted on a monthly basis. This regularity emphasized the ongoing relationship with the ancestors, ensuring that they were well-nourished and content in their afterlife, thereby preventing them from becoming restless or malevolent. The offerings were a tangible expression of respect and gratitude, acknowledging the continued presence and protection of the ancestors over their living descendants. In addition to these offerings, the Babylonians engaged in practices of necromancy, a form of communication with the dead that sought guidance and protection in times of uncertainty or crisis. Necromancers, individuals skilled in the art of summoning spirits, played a crucial role in these interactions. They were believed to possess the ability to bridge the gap between the living and the spiritual dimensions, calling forth the spirits of the deceased to seek counsel or avert potential misfortunes. The practice of necromancy was often employed in situations where divine insight was deemed necessary, such as in making critical political or military decisions, or when personal or communal well-being was at stake. The spirits, once summoned, could offer invaluable advice, forewarnings, or even mediate disputes, providing a sense of assurance and direction to those who sought their wisdom. Necromancy in Babylonian culture was not a mere superstition, but a well-established practice embedded within their religious and social systems. The necromancers, akin to priests, were respected figures who conducted elaborate rituals to ensure successful communication with the spirit world. These rituals could involve incantations, offerings, and sometimes the use of sacred objects or symbols believed to empower the necromancer's connection with the spiritual realm. The act of calling upon ancestral spirits was approached with a mix of reverence and caution, acknowledging the power and unpredictability of the spiritual forces at play. Successful necromancy was thought to result in the appeasement of restless spirits, thereby transforming potential sources of danger into allies and protectors of the living. Through these practices, the Babylonians maintained a dynamic and interactive relationship with their ancestors, one that was deeply woven into the very fabric of their daily lives. The Kispu rituals and necromantic practices were expressions of a worldview that recognized the enduring influence of the spiritual on the material, a belief that the well-being of the living was intricately tied to the satisfaction and support of the dead. This cultural framework not only reinforced the importance of ancestral duty, but also highlighted the Babylonians' profound understanding of their place within a vast and interconnected spiritual cosmos. In acknowledging and nurturing these connections, they sought to ensure the prosperity and protection of their communities, guided by the wisdom and watchful presence of those who had come before them. The Babylonians cultivated a rich tapestry of spiritual practices to communicate with the divine and the unseen realms. Among these, the techniques of spirit contact stood out, characterized by an array of ritual practices that were both sophisticated and deeply revered. At the heart of these practices were incantations and exorcisms, which played a vital role in mediating the spiritual and earthly realms. Incantations involved the use of sacred words, chants, and spells, believed to hold the power to invoke or banish spirits. These were not mere words, but carefully crafted phrases passed down through generations, imbued with the essence of divine command. Priests, trained in the art of incantation, would perform these rituals to protect individuals from malevolent spirits or to invite benevolent ones into their lives. The words spoken during these ceremonies were often accompanied by the use of amulets and ritual objects, each symbolizing a particular aspect of protection or invocation. Exorcisms, on the other hand, were more confrontational. These rites were performed to expel evil entities that were believed to reside within individuals or places, causing harm and misfortune. The priests would engage in a battle of wills with these entities, using their knowledge of sacred rituals to cleanse and purify, restoring balance and harmony to those affected. Divination was another cornerstone of Babylonian spirit contact, a practice that sought to interpret the will of the gods and the messages from the cosmos. The Babylonians were astute observers of the natural world, believing that the gods communicated their intentions through signs and omens. One of the most fascinating methods of divination was extispicy, the practice of reading the liver of sacrificed animals. The liver, considered the seat of life, was meticulously examined by diviners who interpreted its appearance to forecast future events or discern the god's will. This practice was not merely about predicting the future, but understanding the divine blueprint that guided human actions and destinies. Alongside ecdyspacey, the Babylonians also looked to the stars and planets for guidance, developing star charts that mapped celestial movements. These charts were used to predict not only personal fortunes, but also political and military outcomes, making divination an integral part of decision-making processes. The Babylonians' belief in the interconnectedness of all things meant that every sign held significance, and it was the diviner's role to decode these cosmic messages, bridging the gap between the human and divine. The use of offerings and necromancy further exemplified the Babylonians' intricate spiritual practices aimed at strengthening bonds with the spiritual world. Offerings, known as kispu, involved presenting food and drink to the dead during monthly rites. This was not merely an act of remembrance, but a crucial ritual to maintain harmony and favor with the ancestral spirits, known as a timu. The Babylonians believed that the dead could influence the living, bringing blessings or curses, depending on how they were honored. By providing offerings, families ensured that their ancestors were appeased and supportive, safeguarding them against misfortune. Necromancy, the practice of summoning the dead, was another means to communicate with the spiritual realm. This involved complex rituals where necromancers would call upon specific spirits to seek guidance or resolve disputes. The dead were seen as wise counselors, possessing knowledge beyond the mortal realm, and their insights were invaluable in making critical decisions. Through necromancy, individuals could directly engage with these spirits, seeking their counsel to navigate life's uncertainties. The Babylonians' dedication to these practices highlights a culture deeply committed to understanding and harmonizing with the spiritual dimensions that permeated their world. Babylonian spiritual practices have left an indelible mark on the cultures and traditions that followed, deeply influencing the spiritual landscapes of the ancient world and beyond. The Babylonian civilization, with its rich tapestry of religious and spiritual beliefs, was a beacon of spiritual practices that extended far beyond its historical borders. Their intricate understanding of the cosmos, where gods, humans, and spirits coexisted and interacted, laid the groundwork for many spiritual traditions that developed in later civilizations. Babylonian astrology, for instance, became a significant influence on Greek and Roman thought, with their methods of interpreting celestial events to divine earthly happenings forming the basis of what would later become the Western astrological tradition. Similarly, Babylonian rituals and concepts of the afterlife echoed through the ages, shaping the religious perspectives of surrounding regions. The idea of a multi-layered cosmos with distinct realms for gods, humans, and spirits has been mirrored in various religious texts and traditions, reflecting the enduring legacy of these ancient beliefs. Babylonian necromancy and ancestor veneration, which included elaborate rituals to honor the dead and seek their guidance, also found echoes in the practices of cultures around the Mediterranean and Near Eastern regions, demonstrating how these rituals were woven into the spiritual fabric of many societies. The modern world continues to show a fascination with Babylonian deities and spiritual dimensions, a testament to the lasting allure of this ancient civilization's spiritual depth and complexity. In contemporary times, there is a renewed interest in exploring the pantheon of Babylonian gods, such as Marduk, Ishtar, and Shamash, each embodying unique aspects of human and cosmic existence. These deities, with their rich mythologies and symbolic meanings, continue to capture the imagination of scholars, spiritual seekers, and artists alike, inspiring a plethora of modern interpretations and artistic expressions. The spiritual dimensions described by the Babylonians, with their emphasis on the interconnectedness of all realms, resonate with current metaphysical and spiritual movements that seek to bridge the gap between the material and the spiritual. This ongoing interest is further fueled by archaeological discoveries and scholarly research that unveil new insights into Babylonian culture and beliefs, inviting a deeper understanding of this ancient civilization's spiritual worldview. The enduring fascination with Babylonian spiritual practices underscores a broader human quest to understand our place within the universe and the unseen forces that shape our existence, demonstrating that the spiritual legacy of the Babylonians continues to be a source of inspiration and wisdom for those seeking to explore the mysteries of life and the cosmos. As we draw this enlightening episode of Experimental Medium to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the fascinating journey we've taken together through the ancient practices of Babylonian spirit communication and mediumship. We've delved into a world where the boundaries between the seen and unseen were fluid, and where the cosmos was not just a backdrop to human existence, but a vibrant tapestry interwoven with divine influence and spiritual dimensions. From the multi-layered cosmos of the Babylonians, we learned that their universe was a meticulously ordered realm where gods, spirits, and humans interacted in a delicate balance. This cosmology offered a lens through which we could understand the necessity of ritual specialists who acted as mediators between these dimensions, ensuring harmony and understanding of divine will. Through the roles of the Aishipu and Baru, we witnessed how Babylonian priests served as crucial links to the spiritual world, using their skills in exorcism and divination to maintain cosmic order and protect their communities from malevolent forces. The exploration of dreams as divine messages revealed another layer of this intricate system, where sleep became a sacred space for receiving guidance and omens from the gods. Dream incubation practices underscored the Babylonians' profound belief in the significance of dreams as conduits for divine wisdom, guiding personal and political decisions alike. Moreover, the practice of necromancy and ancestor communication opened a window into the deeply rooted traditions of honoring one's lineage and seeking counsel from those who had passed beyond the veil. Through Kispu rituals, the Babylonians maintained a connection with their ancestors, believing these spirits could bestow blessings, or, if neglected, bring misfortune. This reverence for the dead showcased the seamless integration of life and afterlife in Babylonian culture, where the living sought to sustain a continuous dialogue with the departed for guidance and protection. The techniques of spirit contact employed by the Babylonians were as varied as they were sophisticated. We uncovered the use of incantations, exorcisms, and divination as essential tools for communicating across the spiritual dimensions. Whether through reading celestial signs or offering food and drink to appease the spirits, these practices demonstrated the Babylonians' commitment to maintaining balance and harmony with the unseen forces that shaped their world. The legacy of these ancient practices continues to echo through time, influencing later cultures and spiritual traditions. Babylonian astrology and dream interpretation laid the groundwork for Greek and Roman practices, while modern interest in Mesopotamian deities reflects a persistent fascination with these ancient spiritual dimensions. The enduring impact of Babylonian spirit communication and mediumship serves as a testament to the profound insights and wisdom that these ancient people contributed to our understanding of the spiritual universe. As we conclude, it's essential to acknowledge the invaluable lessons these ancient practices offer us in today's world. They remind us of the importance of seeking harmony, not just within ourselves, but with the larger cosmos we inhabit. They encourage us to look beyond the material and embrace the mysteries of the unseen, fostering a deeper connection with the spiritual realm. We hope this episode has sparked your curiosity and inspired you to explore further the rich tapestry of ancient spiritual practices and their lasting influence on our modern lives. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey through time and spirit. Your support and engagement are what make Experimental Medium a thriving community of seekers and learners. As we part ways for now, remember the words of the Babylonian sage: "The cosmos is a tapestry of divine order. To understand it is to understand oneself." May this wisdom guide your path as you continue to explore the mysteries of the universe. Until we meet again, keep your spirits high and your curiosity alive.
Whispers creeping through the haze, shadows dance in twisted ways. Echoes hum from worlds unseen. This is where the strange convene. Step into the unknown mind. Secrets hidden, twist and bind. Truths that linger in between. becomes your home. Questions rise like fragile smoke. The uncharted realm silently spoke. Step into the unknown mind. See